Dennis, the guitarist, is the person that actually, Dennis got me started. I never really wanted to be a musician. That was way too messy for me. I was at university studying to be something normal, but Dennis was the one that got me started and said, "Listen, you're a songwriter. You need to let's put a band together. Let's start playing your songs." And I let him persuade me to do that, which was so nerve-wracking at the time. I'd never shared my songs with anyone. So there's always been this bond between me and Dennis. He was always the first person I'd play the songs to, and he would help me present them to the band. And he's always done a lot of the arranging, and we've produced the first 2 albums that came out here in Denmark. Him and me produced those as well. So he is a key person in the band, and he's also the one that is always trying to push the boundaries. He'll always, if things start to be a little too nice or safe or whatever, Dennis will always be the one saying, "Come on, let's try something else." Janus and Christian, the drummer and the bass player, they are the muscles. They're the sweaty guys that will always be taking the piss out of everything. Martin, the keyboard player, is the solid, funny, nice, who just makes everything blend together really nicely. And Caroline is just lovely, amazing voice, and keeps the balance in the band. It's always very interesting to see how a group of 6 people work together, and in our band, strangely enough, there isn't ever any shit or mess or trouble. It is a family, and it just works. Moving to London was the biggest step I've ever taken. I didn't know anyone in London, and I don't know why I went. I guess it was ambition and restlessness. I was very happy in Denmark, maybe too happy. I just felt like I need to, I knew that there were some important experiences to make out there, and some important tears to be cried. It's definitely changed me, and I've learned a lot about myself, and maybe more importantly, unlearned a lot about myself. I feel like I'm probably more confused now than I ever was, which is probably a good thing. It's good for my writing anyway. That I feel that I still need to search and wonder what was going on. When I started writing songs, it was all for me. When I was a teenager, and I was writing about all my own problems, and being very anal about it in a way that teenagers are, sort of angsty and precious about it. But to some extent, I feel that I have actually gotten all that out of my system, and I do write out of love for whoever wants to listen to it. It feels like it's something that I want to share, rather than just getting it out of my system. This is something that I need to share with people. So I am very aware when whatever I'm writing gets a little bit too private and maybe not very interesting to other people. I do try my best to touch upon something that will move other people as well, hopefully. When I moved to London, I was very vulnerable, and I started working with loads of people who were all telling me what I was meant to be like, and to be a pop star. I sort of went through the whole mill of songwriters that you need to write with, to write good pop songs, radio songs, obviously, the perfect hit song. And I got lost in that. I suddenly I didn't really know what was me, and there's the whole struggle to find out, to get back to what I am and what my writing is all about, what I can offer, has been so difficult, and that's definitely where a lot of these songs have come from. Because I think at the time I maybe did some dishonest things. I wrote some songs that I didn't really mean, and you can always tell, the listener can always tell when you're not 100% honest with what you're doing. Luckily, it's you can't cheat with music. I don't know how the songs are written. I think when I'm out and about, they're sort of writing themselves inside of me without me necessarily knowing about it, and then it sort of takes a vacuum around me, some time where I'm not really doing anything, and where there's not many people around me, and suddenly something will come out that I hadn't really expected, or it'll happen in weird, strange ways.